Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Bobcats ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for room, it's Voorhees. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
The short hands, it's Freeman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a little room there. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's frustrating, and that's a frustrating sign for this defense early, man. You want to set the tone physically up front, and 3rd down and short, and you're nowhere to be found. And they easily get that first down, gaining some momentum and really establishing the line of scrimmage.
Quick handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down. Quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They've got the screen set up. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Bringing it out. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch and he's free. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And the Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jackson gonna throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Shakes off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Burgess. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. Picks up the first down. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Washington State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. Because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Came up just inches short on first down. Now just a few links to go here on second. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Texas State.
The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Floats it out in space. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Let it go.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these all...
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Offense in a bunch formation. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just going to keep it after the snap. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Sparks. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Brings up second down.
The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Takes it on the return. Smashes through the tackle. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Cougars. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive from the 42. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Jackson gonna throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Running inside, it's Burgess. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Freeman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Washington State lines up quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field.
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Going to the run, it's Voorhees. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Right. Let's go.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now.
Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Let it go.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jenkins. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Bobcats have it with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Texas State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. On the move. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bobcats will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Quickly out to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play.
Finding some room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
On the ground with the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the wideout. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback keeper. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go, boss. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yards you can and help out the offense. Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
27.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fellow there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking left. Has it! Touchdown, Cougars! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
33, Texas State. 28. Number 38, safety kickoff.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Jackson will throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rushes on him, buying some time. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to toe and get the first down.
down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Breaks the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A designed run for the quarterback. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Burgess. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jenkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. Can't get him to the ground. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for 2 to try to extend that lead to a field goal.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Jackson will throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent could take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He'll throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's a fumble! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.